Well, this is Pat Walker at MissionWinners.com. I'm making a video for Gary. Gary, you got a great question. First off, I'm thankful that you're a VIP, and this is a great question. I'm going to read it. Hi, Patrick. There are times, you refer to ETFs instead of stocks. And in some of your videos, I saw that you have or had some MarketSmith screens for ETFs, like ETFs 10% off high, ETF screen, ETFs new highs, ETFs volume surge. This is the part I love, though, good buddy. I'm relatively new and still learning. Would you be willing to share some of these ETF screens? Well, let's go through here and just look at a couple of my list first, okay? We're going to start there. Here's a couple of the lists that I have. ETFs, ETF focus, and major indices. I'm going to click on it, and, well, here it is. This is it right here. These are all the ETFs that I've got in this list. ETFs focus and major indices. And I'll leave it there for a minute. And if you want to take a picture of it, you can. Or if you want to pause the video, feel free to do it. This is one of them. I'll show you something else that I have. And again, these are lists. This has 25 items in it. Here's another one. 5 major ETFs. Oops, that went to the wrong one. Here it is. Sorry. That's more than 5, but here's the major index ETFs. This is a list, not a screen, but a list. I will share this with you. This one, this is a triple leverage. I don't do that. That's getting too heady. In fact, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm going to get rid of it. So there you go. There's the ETFs. ETF Master % off high. Let's click this one. It's got 61 items in it. And how do I have this sort? By % off high. All the ETFs, % off high. There they are. And I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm going to stop here and let you take a screenshot. That goes all the way through XLF. That goes all the way through XLF. There's XLF, so you can take a shot of that. Pause it if you need to. And then I'll scroll down further. Right to... There we go. There's XLF, so we'll cover that one up. Take a picture of that if you'd like. By the way, do I look at these all the time? Not really. No. There's the major ETFs that I'll look at, but man, you can get stuck in so much minutia here. This is an IEO. Now we'll scroll down again. And here's the last of them. Bunch of different ETFs. So there they are. You can take screenshots. I'm sure you did. Now let's do something for you, though. I think this will help you. Let's go in and make a new screen. What do you say? So here's how you do it. You say you're new to MarketSmith. Well, let's make a new screen together. All right. Let's click New Screen, and let's call it a new stock screen. And we're going to call this ETF Screen for Gary. How's that? My typing's great, ain't it? Here we go, sir. And there it is. And it opens up this window. And we don't have any criteria filled out yet, as you can see. So what are some criteria that we were like? Well, first off, earnings per share rank, SMR, accumulation, none of these matter to us. So we can leave that alone. Smart Select, earnings we're not concerned with. Sales we're not concerned with. Industry and sector, let's click on that. Now this is where it gets good. We clicked on industry and sector. Again, we can't use these ETFs with earnings. So what we can do is here, ignore industry group rank because we're not concerned with that. We're just looking for ETFs. On this box, we're going to do this box first because it might be more broad range for us. We scroll down. And do they have ETFs in here? They may not. We might have to go. Yeah, they don't. Okay, that's fine. So we forget that. So then we click this one here. Include. And here's where we can use this. Scroll down. We click the Include button. And I hope this is helping you. And we scroll down. I think it's under Finance. There they are. Finance. ETF, ETN. Click that. See where we have the include button clicked? Click that. And now watch down here what happens. Comes out with 2,296 ETFs. Boy, that's a ton, ain't it? So now let's scroll down here and let's add, here's a bunch of different ETFs. Balanced ETF. Bond ETF. Finance ETF. We're adding all these. Global. View scenery results. $71 ETFs. Here they are. 71 of them. Now, here's what we can do. This is a great trick. You're like, good God, am I going to look through all of these? No, we go down here. We don't want to look at ETFs that are too thin. So click on the price and volume tab. And we've got 71 ETFs. There should be more than that. I'm kind of surprised. I'll have to check into this further. But you get the point of what we're trying to do. We don't look at low-priced ETFs. So let's cut it off at 10 bucks or higher. That takes it down to 40. Now, percent off 52-week highs. Let's say that it's within 25% of 52-week highs. So you put minus 25 there. Takes it down to 39. And I know my first criteria is wrong there, okay? Price percent change, you can click any of these that you want to. But let's just say this. You want all of them that are 1% over the 50-day. And again, I know this is wrong, okay? We'll have to address this. I'm going to exit out of that, okay? We'll go back to that in a minute. Now, let's also say this. Volume, we don't look at ETFs that are too thin. So on volume, 50-day, let's cut it off at 150,000. 150,000 shares a day. What we've done is we've done the entire universe, and it narrows it down to 853 stocks. Now, let's go back to industry and sector. And what do we want to include? Let's scroll down here. I'm just scrolling down to get to it. Where are the ETFs? Well, we're going to do it this way. We're going to include it this way. Can't do the industries, so we'll do the sectors. And we're going to include, as you can see, and we'll take it from the top, finance, ETF, ETNs. We're going to include that. 83 ETFs that have these criteria, and they're ETFs. There they are. You can take a screenshot if it helps you. Now, what would we like to do? Let's do this. Let's on this bottom part here, click this black box, and it's going to drag the page up. Look at all the ETFs. Now, how would you like to sort it? Well, I think this is the best way to sort it. Sort it by percent off high, so that we've got the leading ETFs. This one is closest to 52-week highs. Next closest. Next, and on the line. It's 83 of them. And then what you can do is you can take that and just double click on this. And here comes the chart. Hit this box, minus box, and then drag this over. And you have a great list of ETFs that are within a certain percent of 52-week highs. Some of these are too slow and you wouldn't want to look at them, but you might be able to find a couple of opportunities in there that can help you. And that, sir, is how you construct a screen on MarketSmith. As far as ETFs, relative strength, new high, yeah, you can hit that RT. Here, I'll show you something what you can do. screens. Okay? Now, if you wanted to take this screen and then make a copy of it and then make other screens, you can do that. But let's do something here. Let's take one of your criteria. ETFs that relative strengths are hitting new highs. We have a list of ETFs, all right? We click on, we'll have to remember this. I think it's this tab right here. There it is. Under price and volume, item number 30, relative strength and new highs. All you do is you click the yes button and watch what happens. Takes you down to 4. 4 ETFs that meet these criteria, also have a relative strength of hitting new highs. And that's how you do it. That's exactly how it works. You're like, well, maybe you make a screen, make this one screen. Then maybe another screen would be this. Delete that. Is it not going to let me delete that? Well, we'll just delete it right there. There we go. Take it off the list. And we might have another screen of ETFs with all of these constraints. And we might say, under volume, here's price, moving averages, volume percent change versus 50. Maybe make a screen and put over here that volume's at least 40% higher than average. Here they go. Volume search, 40% higher than average. Comes up with 6 ETFs. And you can run that list. So I'm sorry this went a little longer. That wasn't my goal. But you asked great questions, Gary, and I wanted to do you justice for this. I think this is very, very important. So now we went through very slowly and methodically how to use MarketSmith to make a screen for ETFs. I hope that helps you, sir. I thank you so much. And Gary, do this for me. If you have more questions about this, hey, ask, fire away. But I love making videos. I absolutely love it. Fire away, and I'm here. And I thank you, and I hope you have a good, safe weekend.